Steuben County Sheriff's Office was one of 12 law enforcement agencies across New York to receive a letter late last week from the State Attorney General's office demanding that they cut ties with Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Resolution 16 carries.
Last summer, Steuben County lawmakers passed legislation allowing the local sheriff's office to work with federal Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The agreement lets ICE staff serve immigration warrants to undocumented people inside the county jail, while sending Sheriff's Department employees along on any ICE-related activity in the county.
We jumped on board from the perspective that the more we work together, the less likely that vehicle stops are going to happen by unmarked vehicles, and the likelihood of everything being on body cam, if one of our deputies is there, is going to happen. So from our perspective, working with them in partnership makes all of Steuben County safer.
Late last week, Steuben County Sheriff's Office and 11 other New York agencies received letters from the New York State Attorney General's office stating that the agreement violated a state law passed in May, prohibiting local police agencies from assisting ICE with civil immigration enforcement.
People united!
Federal immigration policy has come under fire nationwide for several high-profile incidents, including shootings involving ICE agents. New York's Local Cops, Local Crimes Act was passed in response to that, prompting this response from Department of Homeland Security. Governor Hochul's policies of not cooperating with ICE put New Yorkers in danger. When politicians bar local law enforcement from working with DHS, our law enforcement officers have to have a more visible presence so that we can find and apprehend the criminals let out of jail and back into communities. That from Acting Assistant Secretary Lauren Biss.
I think it is an unconstitutional law.
Steuben County Sheriff James Allard says he and local lawmakers are looking into exactly what the Attorney General's letter means. The sheriff says agreements with ICE to house inmates before arraignment, as well as a similar long-term deal with the U.S. Marshal Service, brought $130,000 into county coffers in the first quarter of this year alone.
I don't want to do something that's going to not be supported entirely by the county, but at the same time, my own personal beliefs is that it's a bad law, it makes us less safe, and it puts people in jeopardy.
Sheriff Allard says he is waiting on the Steuben County Legislature for advice on how best to proceed. He does say he believes that this issue will be eventually settled by the courts. In Bath, Steuben County, Seth Voorhees, Spectrum News.